The evening started off a bit stormy at the Board of Education meeting on Monday, when Jerry Pia, Vice President of the Board of Education, walked out of the meeting. Afterwards, Pia said that as a Fiscal and Operations Committee meeting, it should be run differently than a working Board of Ed meeting, and that policies he discussed with Hugh Murphy, the committee liaison, on Thursday, and thought were going to be presented were not in the agenda.
A fiscal committee meeting that's exactly what it is. It's just the fiscal committee. It's myself and 3 other board members, and that's what this committee structure really needs to be. All the different committees need to work with their person from central staff. Like I would work with Hugh Murphy because he's head of finance, and that's the way this needs to be. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's what was supposed to happen tonight. And instead, somebody comes up and says this is a working meeting. It's not. That's not the way it's supposed to be. It was set up for tonight to be a fiscal meeting and an operations meeting. That's all. It's just that things didn't get put on the agenda, and it wasn't in the board packet, so there was nothing really to discuss. So there was really no reason to have a meeting.
School Board President Dr. Polly Rao said she thinks the misunderstanding arose because Pia was not at an earlier meeting where a policy committee was discussed. The board continued with the meeting without his participation, addressing the issue of maintenance of the West Hill playing fields.
The girls' softball field, just this week we turned over the infield and put new clay down and striped it, and it's in very good condition. The outfield, we had a combination of a few issues. There were people playing other sports other than softball on that field. We've seen lacrosse and soccer played, and we had people moving the goals from the upper field down to that field, so the field was abused. The grass at this time of the year is normally dead, and if you play on it and it's wet, it digs it up, so there's lots of cleat marks, and it's not in great shape. Our concern was safety. That's what initially we were concerned about. They were reported that there were big holes, and we did inspect it and really don't have any issue with safety. It's not in good playable condition. It doesn't look nice. It's muddy and dirty, but it is safe. The boys' field, we moved their varsity games to Cubetta Stadium so we could put in the dugouts. The dugouts are a huge project, like a $100,000 project, and we have, I believe, $27,000 in a budget to do it, which means we have to get it done on regular time and in between all of our other projects. We had a couple priority projects at Springdale that pulled our crews off, so we're a little bit behind schedule, but it's moving. It's a big project. I mean, we didn't expect to get that project completed for 3 months when we started it. So the intent was, if we wanted to use the baseball field at all, we would put the fence back up after we get the foundation in and the slab in, and then we could put all of the dirt back in the hole and make the area safe to play on. That should be 2 to 3 more weeks. We should be at that point.
Meanwhile, the boys will be playing at Cubetta Field until their dugouts are ready. But Barbarata says that Cubetta may be even better for the team.
And the boys don't mind. They actually like playing at Cubetta. It's the best field in the city.
Board members also voted to accept the Purdue Pharma Education Grant for $24,750 from Purdue Pharma.
We've been 4 years working with the Panasonic Foundation and the Connecticut Center for School Change. This is part of the Panasonic Foundation's model. They bring together districts from around the country that are focused on the same mission that the foundation has, which is to break the links between poverty, race, and student achievement. And there's 2 opportunities during the year for us to convene our system leaders with system leaders from around the country who are doing the same work. And Purdue Pharma has picked up the tab for the last couple of years, which is very nice, which I don't know was correctly noted in the recent stories about our expenses, but at least in the graphic, I should say, but they've been picking up the tab, which we very much appreciate their support.
And this conference will be
May
4th through the 7th.
4th through 7th in New Orleans.
New Orleans.
We're focused on literacy. We did our last one on elementary literacy. This is going to be middle school literacy, and I know that Jackie and Kali are joining some of the principals, teachers, and central office administrators. About 15 of us, give or take.
The resolution, read by Dr. Rao, was moved by Mr. Polo and seconded by Mr. Alswanger.